guys, today we're at Six Flags New England in Agawam, Massachusetts.
Agawam, Massachusetts.
It was a little bit of a hike. It was about
a 4-hour drive.
Thankfully, Jenna drove. I worked last night, so I took a little nap in the car. It is very hot today.
It is toasty.
92.
Quite toasty.
We're going to start our day off with the Wicked Cyclone, which is their RMC coaster, which I think is my favorite style of coaster. And then they also have the Sky Screamer, which they tout as the world's largest swing ride. I don't know if that's still a current title, but at least it was at one point. Yeah, it looks pretty tall. Everything right now at the moment is down. It looks like there was a slight power surge and they're trying to get everything back up and running. So hopefully they get that fixed. All right, we just got off of the Sky Screamer. What do you think, Jenna?
It was very tall. We had bugs on us. There's also this mysterious, if you're from Massachusetts, there's this mysterious white, flowery, cotton-looking substance flying around. So that got in my eyes a lot.
There's a lot of it.
It
looks like it's snowing.
Please comment and tell us what it is. But I was a little scared. I was like squeezing your hand. It's very high up and it was going very fast. It was a lot.
I think I scared her a little bit because I was like, oh, like if these chains broke, we would definitely not survive. And look how thin these chains are.
That was really great.
It was pretty tall. You got a really good view of the whole park. I really wish I could have snuck my GoPro on there. Because there was like really nice views of everything.
Yeah, it was really pretty. You could see for a while, like miles around.
Yeah.
It was really, really high.
And because it's hot, it was nice to have a little breeze on our face.
It was very nice,
albeit the bugs
were
a distraction. But.
I feel like Jimmy Fallon going on Rip Ride Rocket. Bug! Bug! That's how I felt. But it was a good time.
All right, so we just got off of the Blizzard River.
And we didn't get too wet, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was nicely themed, I would say. There's like a little like not barn, but what would you call that?
Sawmill-y kind of place.
Yeah, like a little like very Dolly Parton, Dollywood-esque abandoned sawmill situation that you go through. That was nice. There was some mist. The mist was nice.
Which was nice. The theming was really cool. They're not really doing any social distancing. They got rid of masks altogether. There's no temperature checks, no reservations. But they're only still, like, there was a party of 2. There was 8 seats in the car, and they only put 2 of us.
Right.
Which was cool, but also made the line, like, crazy long and didn't need to be.
Right.
Like, I think even if they had put another twosome of 2 with us,
right, there was
plenty of space.
2 people in front of us, and, like, we could have still been far apart from each other and made the line go quicker. But it was, I liked it a lot. It was kind of like...
You don't get very wet.
No, it was a raft ride. It was like Congo Rapids at Great Adventure, or that other one at Maryland.
Renegade Rapids.
Wow, you pulled that out. That's crazy. Renegade Rapids. And I think this is my favorite of the 3. It's called the Penguin River, Blizzard River, which should remind you of like the Penguin River.
It's actually called Blizzard River at Maryland as well.
Right,
but it's way
like
different.
not that.
Way different.
So this one's better, I think.
They're different, but I like them both.
Yeah, I like this one better.
But it's nice on a hot day. You don't really get... I was hoping to get a little more wet. I just got wet like just on my low back of my butt, which is like the worst place to get wet.
which is like the last place you want to be wet. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. Dad.
All right, we just got off of Pandemonium. What'd you think?
It was fun. It was like Raging Cajun, but better, or like Laugh Track, but outside.
It reminded me a lot of Laugh Track.
Yeah, it's outside Laugh Track from Hershey. It was fun.
And I liked it better than Raging Cajun.
Much better than Raging Cajun.
There's a couple like sneaky little drops. It's a cute little ride.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like nothing too major, but I think it was.
I don't know if it was worth the wait.
No, we did wait a little bit. I don't know why it took so long.
Because each car only holds 4 people.
And
they were still only doing like, it was just 2 of us, so we got half of those.
Right.
They were running like 3 or 4 cars all at once, which helped.
Right.
But I think it's a small amount of passengers at one time, which kind of makes
it's a low capacity ride, I guess. But it was a good little ride. I enjoyed
it again. All right, we just rode Supergirl Skyflyer. I like this ride a lot.
Yeah, it was a super long wait though.
Unnecessarily long wait.
The ops on everything are just running so slowly. I don't know whether it's because it's like one of the first busy weekends of the season because it's just starting to get hot and summery, but it's super, super slow on most rides.
The ride itself reminded me a lot of like
Diablo.
Fireball, those kind of rides. But a little bit of a slight twist. It kind of starts as a Gravitron and it kind of turns into you doing backflips. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a nice flat ride. I liked it.
Not worth the wait.
No.
But I don't think I've been on a
Probably
ride like
a 15
before.
or 20 minute
I
tops.
agree.
We waited probably like an hour, and it was not worth an hour. But it was nice.
Okay, we just got off of Superman the Ride. Personally, we got some things we got to talk about here. The line for the locker is just insane.
My goodness. So a larger chart. Also, please ignore how sweaty I am right now.
It's very hot. It's like 90 degrees
91
today.
degrees.
It's hot.
I'm glittering, glistening. It's not sweat. It's fine. There's one kiosk for everyone to use to get the lockers. Broader point, for most of the things here, you need a locker.
Wicked Cyclone.
For Wicked Cyclone, you need
Blizzard
a locker.
River.
For the Blizzard River, we left it in for a lot of stuff because it was already there.
And for Superman.
There's no really cubbies anywhere. You just kind of leave it on the side if you're lucky.
They don't have a multi-use. They do technically have a multi-use locker,
but it's only for 2 hours.
It's only for 2 hours. It's $5. You can take it with you, or you pay $2 for 2 hours at that singular location.
Right. So you might as well just leave it there.
Which is not my favorite.
It's just inconvenient. There's no cash. You have to pay with cards, so you have to have a card with you, which usually we don't even have a card with us because we have the dining pass, we have everything.
Right,
so everything's
usually included.
So good thing we had it with us today.
So barring that took us forever to get on the ride. Once we got on the ride, the restraint system is probably my least favorite restraint of any ride I've ever been on.
Even including the
period.
Superman in Maryland.
And it was basically the same
and
ride. Yeah.
Wow.
So all right, here's my problem with the restraints on this ride.
Oh my gosh.
It's scalloped, right? Like there's cutouts, but it's on the wrong side. It's on for your arms on the top, and it needs to be for your legs on the bottom. It's solid on the bottom, so what happens is every time you go over a hill, it puts a ton of pressure on your femur, your upper leg bone, and I was like genuinely concerned that I was going to break my legs on this ride.
I was like pulling, there were like kind of somewhere where you could like grab on the side. I was like pulling myself down so that I wasn't coming up and like hitting that bar on my thighs.
And I thought maybe it was just me, but we saw other people getting off, and people were like getting out and like lunging and stretching
right,
their
and
legs.
like one girl was wearing shorts, and like she had like huge red marks on her legs, like. And it says that it was voted like best steel coaster in the
like
world.
5 years or something.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know how.
I like the Superman in Maryland better.
It's the same ride, but for me, the track was very similar.
It was similar, but I like the other one better.
But I was so concerned that I was getting injured by the restraint system that it detracted from the enjoyment of the ride. I didn't enjoy the ride at all.
If you saw our video from Maryland, there are weird shin things on that Superman. But
which this one didn't have.
Right, but that one doesn't really like detract from the ride that much. This one like made it almost unbearable. It could be great if there were different cars. It needs different cars and needs different restraints. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because I think it's probably one of the best in the park.
Yeah, and it was kind of a flop for me.
Painful. It was painful. So we're gonna keep going, and we'll see if it gets any better.
All right, guys. So we went to go get some lunch, and all the power in the whole place went down.
Yeah, for a while. It was about 45 minutes, an hour. It was a long time. It was a pretty long time.
They were on a backup generator. We had talked to one of the people that worked here, and she was like, "I've never seen this happen before."
We're like, "Oh,
lovely,
classic.
great,
awesome."
They finally did get power back restored.
Right.
This we just did was Catwoman Whip.
It was
similar to our Harley Quinn Crazy Train.
It was like the shortest of short.
It's not a great ride.
It's like a kiddie ride.
It's kind of
old.
old.
It's a credit. It's
little rickety.
Yeah,
and when you get off, your feet vibrate.
Well, I was like, "Are your feet vibrating? My feet are vibrating." He's like, "Yeah, why is that?"
I think it has to do with the roller system, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know.
it transmits to your feet. I didn't notice it during the ride, but when I got off, it was like a buzzing.
I also noticed. I don't know if you noticed this around some of the poles that are like holding everything up. Did you see it looks like when there's like a basketball net?
Yeah, it was. I think it was the brand was called Gorilla.
Yeah,
because it was a gorilla holding a basketball.
Like, run in to prevent you from running into it, or to pad you from running into it. It was those. That was weird.
Yeah.
Because it was like a gorilla playing basketball on it.
Thing.
Yeah, it was weird. So yeah, we're gonna hit this whole DC comic area, and we'll let you guys know what we think. Gotham City Gauntlet. It's a cat and
Crazy
mouse
mouse
ride.
coaster.
Yeah.
But outside. It's like our Dark Knight, but outside.
Yeah. It flung you.
If you're going to go, make sure you have a person sit next to you,
Right.
even if you pack it in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you really get like just pushed across the
Because we were both
cart
sitting
back
on the
and forth.
right, and when it went left, you went left.
Yeah, it was
you
not
went
great.
left. It was pretty old. It's probably on its last legs, I would say.
Yeah, but if you like Crazy Mouse coasters, it's
I
just
don't.
as good as any of the
well,
ones.
it's not great.
The weird thing, there's a photo at the end, and you're like,
Yeah,
why?
and
Why is there
like
a photo?
his picture was like, and I was just like, so maybe they should get rid of the picture. I don't think anyone's buying that picture. But yeah, it was fine.